What's up, Knights of Vex? Welcome back to the Kingdom of Vex. Yesterday's stream was amazing. Thank you to everyone that tuned in yesterday. We hit a record peak of 500 viewers at max. That is a record for me, so I appreciate all the ladies and gentlemen of the Vex Kingdom that tuned in. I appreciate you guys a ton. But why are we here? We finally were able to test Maul with the Stranger to see what he was going to be like. And by far, as of right now, initial testing, the best non-Galactic Legend team in the game. By far. He is so strong and is a game changer for the Stranger comp. He beats every single Galactic Legend in this game. Not hard either. Now, there are a lot of Datacrons going around that are going to impact certain matchups. We're currently in a very busted set. So all the teams I was facing had very busted crons, and I ended up using a very good Datacron myself. But it's not even using the new Focus Datacron that's coming out next, or that's currently out right now. It's very hard to get until Conquest starts, but we have offensive gameplay with 7-star, 4-star Maul beating every Galactic Legend in this game. And as an added bonus, I have a couple battles going over some of the error units against certain GL teams that are going to really surprise you. Darth Vader Duels End is freaking insane. IG-90 is also a beast. I didn't really have enough battles to go over all of the error units, but we got a couple of sneak peek battles going over those characters. Now, the modding. If you guys haven't seen my mod video, I did come out with a mod recommendation for Maul a couple days ago. Full-blown health is the way to go. You're going to see in the gameplay, he's kind of like a pseudo-tank character. Him being the tankiest is beneficial for you because he is going to get the forced mark, and you kind of want him to get hit because the more he gets hit, the more stacks of Edge of Madness he's going to gain, which means his other abilities are going to amplify dramatically from that passive. So it really is a huge game changer of a mod set. He's still going to do a ton of damage. We have a ton of damage from the other characters like Stranger and Starkiller. So full-blown health, try to get it to 150k health, over 300 speed. There's an argument to be made that I've seen from other players saying a slower Maul is better, the way he could ramp up his Edge of Madness stacks more, but he's not that fast to begin with compared to the other characters. So I think 300 speed is still a very good baseline for him, but tanky, full-blown health. And even at 4-star, he still has the potential to be the healthiest character on the team if you have him modded correctly. I was testing it on my ult account. He still gets the mark. So that's a huge plus. So what I want to do right now is I have all the gameplay footage accumulated into one video, and I'm going to play it on 2x speed because there's a lot to go over. We're going to start with 7-star Maul gameplay and show you what he is doing to Galactic Legends. It is absolutely absurd. So we're going to switch over to the gameplay. And we're going to go on 2x speed because it's a pretty long recording, but I want to show you guys everything. First Galactic Legend, Leia Organa. You don't really see her on defense that often. This is using one of the newer sets with the Terminator Cron and defense to offense for the droids. Cron I was working with for today was the Barriss Offee Healer Cron, and I loaded it up with 100% health. Max Health Protection 3 for light side, Healer 6, you know the deal. Now, my team is Relic 9 Stranger, Relic 9 Starkiller, Relic 9 Maul, Relic 5 Visas, and Relic 8 Barriss. That's what I'm working with. We're going to show you all the Galactic Legend gameplay. Over here, I'm just taking my time. It's the first battle I did with him, so I was kind of trying to understand his abilities. You're going to see here, he has a forced mark on him. That's because he's the healthiest ally on the team. He's going to give himself a forced mark. Any characters that's the tankiest is going to have the marked ability. You want him to be marked. You're going to see the stacks of Edge of Madness are ramping. His second ability gives an AoE fear to the entire enemy team. Calls your dark side allies to assist. Also giving Terminator, removing Terminator. It's a very strong ability. His middle ability deals true damage if he has over 60 stacks of Edge of Madness. And it's going to hit 4 times. So it's an absolute beast of an ability. You're going to see here, it's a tougher battle without your Omicrons. But this is non-Omicron gameplay. This is Squad Arena. Starkiller's ultimate hits like an absolute unit. Leia goes down. That's going to be a full banner winning Grand Arena. It is so freaking cool. And Leia is still a no joke of a team on defense. She's very tough to get through. You'll be surprised how many players early, mid-game, even end-game have a trouble with Leia, the way she's modded in the Datacron. She's very hard to crit, she's tanky, and she's got a really awesome AoE. So, being able to do this with non-Omicron gameplay is a absolute game changer. He's hitting pretty good for non-offensive mods, and he's not even touched. He's really cool. He really is awesome. So it's good to see the Stranger finally getting some use. Second battle we're going to go over is going to be Rey. This is a Rey, Ezra, Barriss team with Captain Rex. Obviously, Captain Rex is a little plug and play here. This is going to be one of the tougher Rey teams you ever get to face. Combining Ezra with Barriss is nuts. It's super nuts. So the cool thing is here is that I'm able to fracture Ezra to keep him on lockdown for the majority of the battle. Now, if you were able to get a fracture off on a character, their speed is getting reduced a crazy amount. So realistically, you could reduce a character speed to 0 with fracture. Stranger's going to do a basic ability and insta-kill them. The only problem with Ezra and facing a Ben Solo on the team, he provides insta-kill immunity in the beginning until they take a couple turns. But here, this is a very tough battle. We have heal lock. Rey gets the ultimate with Ezra. You're going to see, it looks like I'm going to lose this battle. So Starkiller has his ultimate. I'm waiting here. She's going to get to ult. She does end up getting a kill. We get a revive because of the healer cron. But our other characters did not die. Visas was not doing a crazy amount. So here you're going to see, he still has the marked. He was able to survive the whirlwind because he's so tanky. Here, I pop ultimate. Huge, huge damage. That ability is amazing. The fear, the AoE, the turn meter gains, I freaking love it. As you can see here, his attacks can't be avoided, so it makes it a lot easier. I get rid of Rey, boom. Now here, I want to make sure I am not targeting Barriss because she's going to revive the whole team, so I'm just sticking the basics. The moral of the story is that you're able to still defeat Rey without Omicrons turned on against a very tough lineup. Next up is going to be Ahsoka, and this one was very dicey at one point because I guess we're gaining turn meter throughout the battle. We are gaining turn meter, and it's crippling our HP. You're going to see we're going to go down, down, down. See how we keep losing health and protection? Obviously, there's some sort of turn meter gain on the team. It looks like all is going very, very poor. It's a Relic 10 Ahsoka. Our team cannot get going. They're taking a bunch of different turns. But you're going to see how this ends up being at the end. It's actually crazy what Starkiller can do. So it's very tough. They have tenacity up. She's always taunting. It's no joke of a battle. Barriss is extremely clutch here for the anti-crit. She's constantly healing. So I absolutely love Barriss in this lineup. I think she's going to be a super important character going forward for this team. Obviously, you can do some weird plug-and-play stuff if you want to throw Ezra, but that's very expensive. So I don't know if you want to throw Ezra in here. But look how tanky Maul gets when he's below 25% health. He's getting 2,200% defense. So he's extremely tanky. He's tanking all of those hits. And the protection up is based off of his max health. So the max health modding is very, very good. And if you guys don't understand why we're going for max health instead of protection, I explained it all in that modding video. It's very simple, really. So here, this battle looks like we're getting nowhere. I think I'm going to time out, like nothing's happening, we're losing. And then all of a sudden, Starkiller decides to come in and do some freaking work here. So obviously you can't mass assist on Ezra. I just wanted to land a hit. We're at 90 stacks here. Maul takes a unavoidable hit. That's a pretty good hit against Ezra at Relic 9. So you're going to see here, we're fractured. We're trying to just survive a little bit. But you're going to see Starkiller's going to go eventually. Look at this. The entire team is gone. Boom. Dead. Just like that. Ahsoka. Not a difficult... Well, it is difficult, but you're able to take her out. I feel like when it comes to Grand Arena, you might not want to use this team against Ahsoka because the banners look to be kind of bad. Maybe the Omicron's turned on, that changes things, but it's a little tricky because of all the turn meter gain you're gaining. It seems like it's crippling your team's HP. So maybe it does work, but it might not be your first option. But it's good to know that it can work. Next up, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Hard counter. They cannot stun you. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's middle ability is an irresistible stun. Cannot stun you because a Starkiller's unique. You cannot be stunned if you fill the requirements that the team comp. So here, going with the same exact comp I was using, I threw in Cal in here just instead to see. Maybe you could throw in Cal. I think Cal is by far the best fifth for this team besides Visas. The problem is that Cal is so important for so many other teams like Seer, Ufus, and a regular race squad. But I wanted to throw him in here just to see if you wanted to make a super overpowered Stranger team. And the protection up here is actually very nice. So the protection up from Cal is actually saving you. The anti-crit from Barriss is also helping you against those big hits from Kylo. That's a pretty big hit onto Darkseid Rey. No complaints there. So here, obviously, they're landing crits on us, but it's healing us. So we're down to a solo Kylo. I gotta make sure he gets out of ultimate. He's landing those AoEs, and he's got an attacker cron, so even with an attacker cron, we're still surviving. But as you're going to see here, I'm just going for, heals, just trying to make sure I can get rid of him as soon as he gets out of his ult. I go for the big heal just in case he gets a big hit. There we were able to survive. Now here I got to make sure I gun him down. There's no Hux. Look how much damage we're doing. That gives us turn meter and does an AoE mass assist. It is awesome. Awesome ability. Next up, Pirate King Hondo was a big problem for us back in the day because of the non-revive, anti-revive. He kept reviving his team. Your issues with that, your days are over. No need to worry about them coming back because in Maul's Unique, he prevents revive. So you don't have to worry about it. And after the first couple of turns, when he can't ignore taunt, he's going to be forced to hit your marked ally, and you want that to be Maul. It is super, super clutch. As you can see, the stacks of Edge of Madness are ramping. It's very easy, as you can see. We're at 77 stacks, 98 stacks. Now he's going to deal true damage. That's a pretty decent hit. He had a bunch of protection up. They have the support cron. It makes it even more challenging. Without a support cron, this is an absolute joke. I just go for a big heal just for the fun of it. Stranger doing some work. As you can see, we go for an ultimate. Massive damage from the big health on Starkiller and the Datacron. And you're going to see, he's going to take a turn, but it does nothing. They don't come back. The anti-revive is present into this battle, and he's cooked. So Pirate King Hondo is not going to be a good counter for a Stranger Maul. I can guarantee you that. So Pirate King Hondo, Dunzy. Next up, Jabba the Hutt. A little challenging without the Omicrons. The good thing is that we do have insta-kills here, but with a Jabba with support cron and tenacity up, it's very, very annoying. And if you have a very high health Datacron, then those thermals are going to do more damage to you. That's the only downfall. Barbaros is in here to help you with the healing. The protection up from Cal is a little dangerous with Boba Fett and his big hit. Look at the big hit from Maul onto Chrysanthemum there. So you see Boba got a one-shot onto Cal. But the also cool thing about Maul is he's immune to percent max health damage. So those thermals do absolutely nothing to him. So him having the marked is nice. The only problem is Jabba on his turn can ignore taunt. So you're going to see here, he does have an ultimate coming up. If he were able to target Maul, he would live. He ended up targeting, I think it was Stranger. Yeah, he kills Stranger here, but it doesn't really matter because we have Starkiller and Maul available. And if it comes down to a 1v1 between Jabba and Maul wins. I swear, he has enough damage to get through him. It's a breeze, even with just a healer cron. So you're going to see here, just taking our time. And boom, massive damage onto Jabba. No problem at all. Next up, JMK Cat, Attacker Cron. She does the insta-kill and wastes it on Maul because he's marked. He's immune to insta-kills. That's the beauty of this battle. He cannot get insta-killed. So Cat is going to waste it with the AI. Unless they have an Attacker Cron, which is going to be going away in a month, she's going to have to force Maul. Until then, if you're going to go against JMK, or if you're going to use JMK against this comp, if you have an Attacker Cron on a JMK team, you can bypass the marked and insta-kill someone like Stranger or Starkiller. But be careful of Visas, because she can revive if they have a Visas on the team. As you can see here, we're taking a little bit of time, but we're doing a lot of work. That's an AoE Fear. I love that ability. The buff immunity and ability block from Cal is also very nice. No complaints. So we can't crit them because of all that protection up. But it's a very tough Datacron and a tough team. They're all at high Relic. But this is awesome. This is a Galactic Legend with a Conquest character that we're just blowing out of the water. Remember the days where JMK was one of the best GLs on the team, like in the game? He was so freaking strong. His viability is going down, 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 down. It's actually nuts how easy this battle is. Look at that. That's a massive hit. Absolutely massive hit. Now, next up, Lord Vader clones. Full disclosure. This does not have the max health damage 3. If it did, it's not going to go well for you. I think Lord Vader clones is going to be a very good counter to the Stranger Maul with the current Datacron set, because the max health damage on the 3, just, they cannot heal. It does so much damage to them. You're going to lose. But if you face a Lord Vader Attacker Cron with the speed up on a basic, you have a chance of winning. You absolutely have a chance of winning, because Starkiller's ultimate does crazy, crazy things. But if they have the max health damage 3, I think you're going to have a hard time. I think that's going to be the go-to counter for this team. So if they had the max health damage there, you would have been absolutely fried. But watch this. Starkiller's going to go into ult. I think I put it on 1x speed for the video. It's on 1x speed, but it's on 2x speed for now. But that was during my stream. He gets rid of the entire team. That's what the max health modding is doing. And at this point, you got to deal with Apo and just Lord Vader. So he obviously has a lot of healing because he has a lot of damage. But it's simple, really. Look at this. Non-Omicrons. No Omicrons. It's going to be even easier. They're going to be missing an Omicron 2 on their team, but I think ours are way more powerful. We're missing 6. 6 Omicrons. Look at this. Like, you know how fast Starkiller's going to get into his ultimate? It's going to be in 0.2 seconds. So I do want to show the end of this battle, what it looks like. Varys took a turn, so she applied the heal immunity. Pretty simple. I just go for the stun there, insta-kill. Didn't really matter. Look at that AoE. Boom. All gone. That's Lord Vader, so no complaints. Now, that's all the 7-star gameplay that I captured. That's a majority of the Galactic Legends. The only 2 that were missing was Sith Eternal and JML. And when do you get to see those guys on defense? They're literally never on defense, and they're kind of trash. This is going to be a little bit of a sneak peek battle of Darth Vader Duels End. I had a lot of expectations for this character, and I was really excited for him. So I was doing a little bit of testing. I tried 2 different battles with him before running out of battles because I really wanted to test Maul and Stranger. I was testing him with a regular Empire lineup. I used Target instead of Piet because chat wanted me to use that. I was using a Support Cron, and by far, that was the biggest game changer for this battle by far. Support Cron with high crit damage. I went against, I believe, Jabba. I think that's the Cron I went with. Or I went Support Cron with high protection. Okay, I went with a Support Cron with high protection. The Support Cron is everything. I'm facing a Jabba team, which is not going to be any different in Grand Arena besides the Omicron and Chrysanthemum. This is missing the Omicrons. Even though the unique is not applicable to GLs, the second special is, and it's going to come with a fracture. Take a look at this. This will work. I mean, this is a Galactic Legend Jabba. Look at this damage right here. Ready? Look at that. 160k AoE. You get rid of Leia. It's not hard. Look how awesome this is. This is a marquee character. An elite marquee character. Getting rid of Jabba in Squad Arena with no Omicrons. And I don't even have the best mods on my Palpatine, Royal Guard. Tarkin's pretty good because of the raid. Mara Jade used to be my fastest character I had on my roster. I took some mods off of her to make my Ezra faster. But I have my Darth Vader Duels End mods for offense and health. Over 10k offense, a crit damage on the triangle. I think 293 speed I have him at. I also have a mod guiding video for those characters. Highly recommend check it out. I'll leave it in the description down below. But this is awesome. This is awesome. I was able to test against 2 Galactic Legends. 2. First one was Jabba. It's a win. I could probably utilize this in... I might try this in 3v3. I'm not going to lie to you. This could be something I attempt in 3v3. I'm definitely going to try it in 5v5 for sure. This was freaking awesome. He does so much damage when there's debuffs on the field. Now, next up. Went against the same exact Rey, Ezra, Barriss comp. Almost was able to pull this off, but I want you guys to see the potential of this team. And just see the damage. As you can see here, they're going to get a good start. We get Tactical Supremacy, whatever the buff is. Look at that damage. We one-shot Cal off the bat, and now he's gone. Try to go for a stun here. It's looking really good. If Barriss' healing wasn't so annoying, I think we'd have a really good shot of doing this. But you're going to see. He's going to come back. Or Rey's going to go into ultimate. We're going to lose some characters. We get Foresight up because of losing that buff, which is nice. Just trying to make sure Rey gets out of ult. She kills Palpatine. Now we get a big AoE here. Look at this damage right here. Did you see that? 400k on a AoE crit. We're so close to getting rid of Rey. If Barriss didn't have her annoying level 9, we get rid of Barriss, we would be fine. But there's too much healing from her. And if I get rid of Barriss, the entire team is coming back. So I do end up losing this. But there's so much potential for this counter. And it's, again, missing Omicrons. I know they're missing Omicrons too. But the 2-turn fracture is so good. So the Death Mark is going. You get like a mini Merciless Massacre going. We take so many turns in a row. But the problem is Barriss. Barriss was a real pain in the butt. I decided to try to go for her. But at this point, the battle was a little too late. So you're going to see here. We'll end up losing Darth Vader Duels End. But there's a lot of potential. I just wanted to showcase that. Next up, IG-90. I got one battle with IG-90 against Jabba. Same comp as before. Used the Support Cron. This guy's a beast. I love this character. He's actually really fun to use. And his abilities are actually satisfying. Actually super satisfying. Was able to mark Leia. She goes down immediately. We get so much defense at the beginning. I like Darth Vader in here for the damage over time synergy. Able to get a bunch of turns going. It is a awesome character that is really bringing up Afra to new heights. You're going to see her Siphon skyrockets because of just whenever IG90 resists the debuff, her Siphon's going to ramp up a dramatic amount. So every time there's a resist, look at her Siphon going up and up and up. He hit contract, she's gaining a bunch of Siphon. And the other Bounty Hunter allies are getting a bunch of stats as well. So Afra vs. Jabba is a great option for you going forward. You might not have to rely on Night Sister Cheese for the foreseeable future. Look how awesome this counter is. Just showing all the buffs you're gaining, all like the defense. You're getting taunt on your commando droid once you get it. Look at the taunt on the commando droid and the heal over time. And the bonus protection. It's night and day. Absolute night and day. I cannot wait to try this. I want to see if this can work in 3v3 without 000 and just IG90, Afra, and BT. I would love to try that. So, now, those are the little sneak peek battles of the other marquees. What we're going to do now is, as you can see in the top right over here, this is a 4-star Maul at Relic 2. I'm using the same Kron as I did before. Barris with Cal. Barris Kron. You know, same exact team comp as earlier. Just a 4-star Maul at Gear 12. Or Gear 2. Sorry. 4-star Maul, Gear 13, Relic 2 is what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to showcase. 4-star gameplay, Barris Kron. This is against Pirate King Hondo Onaka. I was not able to record against all the GLs because I didn't have enough players to test against, but I was able to get a couple done. So he still gets the marked, as you guys can see. He still has marked. So even though he's at 4-star, he's the healthiest on the team if you have him modded for health. So I wanted to showcase that. And I have a Relic 10 Stranger, so that says a lot. Now he got hit, now Cal is being marked. But over here, I'm just trying to rely on the same exact strategy. Trying to get through this as fast as I can. Obviously, the protection, the support Kron is very annoying on Hondo. Very, very annoying. But I don't want anybody to worry since they don't have a maxed out Relic 9 Maul. You're still able to use his functionality. So there, the revive from Barris was very clutch there from the healer Kron. But even if Cal did go down, we were fine. And if we had Visas, we'd be able to revive him. They can't revive. Anti-revive in our kit. We're very close to getting rid of SM33. And this is my ult account. Arguably not, the mods aren't as good as my main. And it's still an absolute breeze. And this ends up being like a 64 banner win. Because Maul doesn't have protection. He's missing a little bit of health. So this would be a 64. Look at that. 4-star. 4 freaking star. Next up, 4-star against Leia. Relic 10. Want to showcase the same exact thing. You don't really see Leia's often on defense, but still, it's nice to have a GL counter for you. I go for the Mass Swarm. Can't come back, even if Leia gets into ult. Now, this is kind of a weird Leia comp. It has Raditz, but there's no Jin. They went for 3PO instead, who's honestly more annoying. But here I go for the Fracture on Drogon, which means when I get to a turn with him, I don't know if I already got the insta-kill. There you go. The Fracture equals an insta-kill if Stranger does a basic. That's the best part about it. And also with the Omicrons turn on for Stranger, when you Fracture someone, I'm pretty sure the whole enemy team is losing turn meter. I think they all get Fracture. So, something to keep in mind. The insta-kill is going to happen immediately. That is going to be probably better off on offense because I don't think the AI is going to prioritize the basic in Grand Arena. But look at this. Mass Swarm. Very, very easy. She almost gets the ultimate, but we are able to get rid of her fast enough. Look at that. Boom. Just like that. 4-star gameplay. 4-star. Still able to take out Galactic Legends. So, those are the only 4-star battles that I had, because again, I ended up seeing something that I wanted to test against. We're going to end up seeing a maxed out Relic 10 Spider Maul team with the Focus Datacron. So, I'm going to show you guys in a second. Baby Yoda is a top 5 player in this game, top 10. One of the best players, very big account, has a maxed out Spider Maul team with the Focus Datacron already attached. I want to show you guys what it's like. I went with Maul and Bane. This is the Focus Datacron. I went with Sith Eternal and Bane with a high health Attackercron against the Stranger, Starkiller, and Maul. 3 Relic 10s. 3, and I think the other 2 are Relic 9. I could be wrong about Visas. Look how insane. I try to link Maul, but the problem is that I thought I could kill him. He's immune to insta-kill, so it was a waste. I don't think it would have mattered. As you can see here, maybe I should have linked Stranger after, but I don't think we're going to get through Maul. I really don't. Look at this. They end up doing a lot of damage. Like, I'm hitting him for 100k, but now it comes down to a 1v1. So look at that. He one-shot us. One-shot Sith Eternal just like that. So, wanted to showcase that. Now, what I wanted to show is Lord Vader against the Focus Datacron Maul. This is with the max health damage 3. It's night and day. It's a breeze. So, Lord Vader is going to be a huge, huge counter to this team with the max health 3. I wanted to showcase that. It is probably going to be your best bet counter. I think we ended up losing a character. I can't find my disguised clone trooper. I guess we ended up losing him. But this is going to be your best bet for a counter, by far. Obviously, he's getting a lot of defense because he's at that low threshold. That's going to be with the Focus Datacron on their team. But that's only going to last for us for a month. Next up, I tried Queen Amidala. Squad Arena testing. Just to see what I could do. Tried my best. Maybe in Grand Arena Omicrons it might be different, and maybe not. You're forced to target Maul. That's the worst part, is that you're stuck behind Maul. See? They get rid of your Padawan Obi-Wan, you're screwed. Without him, the battle is pretty much over. But he's living up to the hype. This is a very strong team. Next up, I tried Great Mothers. Wanted to see, because they're amazing. What can they not do? They clearly can't attack this guy. You're forced to put the Doomed onto Maul. So, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to straight up have a hard time. I don't do any damage to him. The Kron comes with crit avoidance. So, the crit avoidance is coming in handy for them. But even so, I don't think I was getting through him. And I have a full Relic 9 Great Mother team. Just keep that in mind. Look at this. Boom. Gone. Great Mother's not going to happen. Not going to happen against this team. Next up, I tried Jabba. And I was making progress. Was making solid progress. But you're going to see Maul is going to carry. Hardcore carry. It is insane what he's doing. So here, I'm trying to get as much thermals as I can onto Stranger. I want to get rid of Stranger because I don't think I can do enough damage to Maul because he's immune to those thermals. Immune to the thermals. Very, very difficult. So I'm getting him kind of low, but he's resisting all of those thermals. So maybe if he had some there, I would be able to get rid of him. Big hit from Maul. One shots Boba Fett. Cannot kill us. Now over here, I was trying to see where in the kit or Datacron shows that he can ignore taunt. It's in his unique. He's able to ignore taunt for the first turn, I believe. So there, I got a big AoE from Leia. They're able to insta-kill Chrysanthemum, and now we can't revive. There's no revive on Chrysanthemum anymore because of the unique. So again, we're doing pretty good in terms of getting rid of the sides. And now I'm thinking, okay, 1v1 with Maul, let's do it. You can't insta-kill him. It's a complete waste. So here, I just throw it on auto because I knew the bombs were going to kill Barriss eventually because of her max health. So you're going to see, I keep going. I might have changed it to Barriss, or she's just going to go down here, I think, or somewhere. It didn't really matter. Yeah, she goes down there. Now it's a 2v1 against Maul. You think I have this in the bag, right? Think again. This is a Relic 10, but this has a lot to do with the Focus Datacron and how tanky he is. Literally cannot go down. Takes no damage. Literally no damage. He's got 2,200% defense. It's insane. You would think, right? Jabba, Leia, easy? Nope. You're going to see he's taking so many turns. His attacks cannot be avoided or evaded. I'm telling you, this goes on till the very end, and you're going to see. Does not go well for us. See that? You see that hit from Spider Maul? Insane. Now, 1v1 between the GL and Maul. This is very hard to, like, it's just a slug of a battle. Absolute slug of a battle. He hits us so hard. This is what I was saying earlier. I think in a 1v1, Maul just destroys Jabba. Absolutely destroys. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look at that. Gone. What I wanted to showcase now is JMK with an Attacker Cron, like I was showing you earlier. If you have an Attacker Cron, you can ignore the marked and taunt if you don't have any debuffs on you. So it's very easy. Very, very easy. But the problem is that if Visas gets her revive, the death mark is going on you. That's the problem. I was able to pull this off, but I want to showcase this because in case you guys are going to face this in the next season, this is an option for you, but this will not be an option forever. We're going to have to think of other things, maybe rely on other Datacrons, or try to get to a quick ultimate, try to get rid of Starkiller or someone, but then you pose the risk of killing, Stranger getting his massively overpowered and reviving his team. So it's very challenging. So right now, I'm trying to get rid of Visas as fast as I can because she can bring back the whole team. But what do you guys think about this team? This is a pretty nutty team. We still got a couple more battles I just want to showcase. But this one is a win. This one is definitely a win. But I want to know if you guys are happy with Maul so far. I'm pretty stoked about him right now because I did end up getting him maxed out. Not happy about it. Not doing it for the Andor era. I can promise you that. But I do have him at Relic 9. So he's doing great things for me. I think he's very strong, and it's not Omicron gameplay. Here, I showcase Kylo to see if he can do anything. I can't stun anyone, so I'm just going for AoEs to see if I can do some big damage. And it's not going to be big enough. It's not going to be big enough, not by any means. Maybe in Grand Arena, if you have the Lock Shock, and you remove Terminator, possibly. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. It really is not going to be easy. Look at this. Go right for Kylo. It's just, you're done. Absolutely done. Not hard at all. He gets the ultimate. Boom, back to full health and protection. For fun of it, I tried JML to see what he can do with the Barris Kron. So this is with the most overpowered Kron from that set in terms of the level 9. You can't do much. You can't do much. I'm trying. I went with a full protection Kron. Full protection. 108% protection, I believe. And it's still not enough to get through them. It's a Relic 8 Visas. Okay, I didn't realize that. It's still pretty high for a Visas. You just feel like you can't accomplish anything. And I have a very good Kron. He gets the ultimate. He does his thing. It really is difficult. Look at this. We got rid of one. But what does it matter when you can't get rid of the rest? So I'm trying to get close to my insta-kill to kill one of the sides. But it's not easy. I cannot ignore the marked. Look at that. He's gone. JML is gone. Just like that. It's not easy. It's not easy. This is going to be a pretty hard one. This is going to be a pretty hard one. I think Ahsoka also. But who brings Ahsoka on offense? That's the problem. Ahsoka is mostly meant for defense. Ahsoka kind of walks over this team offensively. Just because of their Terminator gains. It kind of just shuts them down. So we get into ultimate. Do the thing. This may be... I mean, if you use this in TW, that's pretty much a waste. And in Grand Arena, I don't advise bringing Ahsoka on offense because she's pretty good on defense with Ezra if you have him modded fast. But imagine this is what you have to do. It's either Lord Vader or Ahsoka to get rid of Stranger Maul. Who knows? We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. But this was not that hard of a battle. I was able to pull it off kind of easy. Just takes a little bit of time. I think the last battle I tried, which we're coming towards the finish line, is going to be Pirate King Hano Onaka. And yeah, you're going to see. You're going to see. It's not that easy. So there, I'm trying to kill Barris. No revive because of the focus Datacron. And that's a win. Now, this is the last one I tried. Pirate King Hano Onaka. I try to get rid of Visas first because she is the reviver. And I can't do much if she's going to revive the team. So I try to get rid of her. Boom. I do get rid of her. Now I try to get rid of Stranger. I get a big hit there. Wasn't quite enough. Maybe if I get a crit, possibly. But the crit avoidance on the focus Datacron is pretty high. Pretty high. So you're going to see here, they're going to start doing their thing. It's not that easy. Go for a stun. Big hit on Maul. He's not taking much. He's not taking much damage. It's crazy how tanky he is. When he was first released, I was not expecting him to be a massive healer or massive ball, rock, tank. I thought he'd be a massive damage dealer. Nope. He's literally meant to be the highest health character on the team. And he's doing crazy things, even with his damage based off of his max health. That's it. That is all the gameplay, guys. I want to know what you guys think. I think this character is exceeding expectations. He brings Stranger to new heights that he should have been from day one. So the Stranger may no longer be trash. He was already insane in 5v5 with the Barris Kron. I cannot imagine facing this team on defense if you don't have the right counters. You're going to be absolutely cooked. We're going to have to see what he's like in 3v3. We have a whole week of 3v3 with these new characters, and I'm really excited to see what it's like. So, even if you have a 4-star Maul, you're going to have a use for him even at Relic 2. So, do not worry. You're going to have a spot for him, and he's doing amazing things. So, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you again to everyone that joined me on my stream. Record view for views, and thank you for all the new subscribers. So if you guys want to support me going forward, leave a like in the video to show that you guys appreciate the content, and subscribe to my channel so that we can get this out to the masses. Share this with your guild, and let's see where Vex can end the year of 2026 with the sub count. Trying to go for 20,000 subs, guys. So thank you guys again. Hit the like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. May the force be with you all. Peace.